Hello everybody, my name is Olivia Sandvig and I'm a student at Aberdeen Central High School. I live in Aberdeen obviously, and I'm doing dual credits this semester at Southeast Tech. And things I do in my free time are I play hockey, I play soccer. I have two jobs. One of my jobs is teaching skating lessons at our local hockey rink through Parks and Rec, and then I also work at the YDC, which is our YMCA's local daycare. I'm really excited for this class, and one of the things that I'm mostly excited to learn about is like understanding why people get so like anxious, like and nervous, like what triggers things in our minds to like make us nervous. Like, is it from our past? Is it from like the situation like in current time? Like, what makes us so nervous, and why do we react to certain situations the way that we do? And like if that comes from also experiences in the past, or if that like, when it comes to like relationships, like do we act certain ways within relationships based off how we see them when we grow up, like stuff like that. Like I'm really interested to kind of like learn about why humans react the way they do and have the emotions that they do. So for the psychologist that I decided to research, I chose William James. William James got an education at he actually started so he got an education at Harvard and the Lawrence Scientific School, and he went to Harvard for their medical program, and he was studying chemistry, anatomy, and physiology. And he earned his master's degree in medical school in 1869, but he actually never used his medical degree. Instead, he became a professor of psychology, sociology, and physiology at Harvard in 1872 and developed influential ideas in psychology, physiology, and religion. So he got his medical degree, but then ended up never actually using that degree. And when he was at Harvard, some of the things that he did was he grew the physiology department and the laboratory department, like of sociology and like physiology and stuff like that, and psychology. And like he basically grew that department at Harvard, even though he never actually went to school for any of that stuff. So that was kind of really interesting. He ended up like totally switching his study after what he originally went to school for. And some of the key things that he found in his research were his like main theories were centered on functionalism, which was viewing mental process by their purpose. He also came up with the James Lange theory of emotion. And this theory is emotions are the result of interpreting our body's physiological response to external stimuli. So I thought that this was really interesting because it's basically saying that like he thinks our body reacts to like situations before our minds do, and then our minds react to how our bodies react. So like when something, scary is about to happen, your hands start to get clammy, you start to shake a little bit, stuff like that. And that's what causes your brain to be nervous. So he thinks like you start shaking, you start sweating before your brain even really like realizes what's going on, and then your brain realizes that your body is scared, so then your like brain gets scared. That was kind of like his whole theory of like emotion, that like our body, the way our body reacts is the reason that our brain reacts off of our body instead of our body reacting off of our brain, which I thought that was really interesting because I personally kind of always thought that it was the other way around, and I still kind of do think it's the other way around. But I mean, I thought that was really interesting that's the way that he thought, and kind of looking into that was really interesting for me. So yeah, I'm really excited for this class. I'm really excited to learn some new things, and yeah.